back. This game's actually been pretty poppin' tonight. For some reason. It's probably because it's on sale. Yeah, that game is not good. That game actually made Devolver Digital not want to publish beat 'em ups anymore because it did bad. I'm like, well, the game is not very good for one, and also it's not kid-friendly in the slightest. It's got a lot of gore porn and like popping needles to heal yourself and stuff. That didn't help things either. You notice they don't put out any, Devolver Digital doesn't put out any beat 'em ups anymore. That game is why. I heard that game is pretty jank. I never played it myself, I just thought it didn't look good. Turns out making, like, a borderline adults-only beat-em-up doesn't work. That's why Castle Crashers was popular, because you could actually play it with your kids. Castle Crashers does have some stuff that, like, borders on being not kid-friendly, but it's mostly just, like, gross-out humor, so it's made by Newgrounds guys. And it's more than okay to play with your kids. That was part of why that game was so successful. Very light, cartoony violence. You're not, like, really doing a lot of really bad stuff. Doesn't seem like anybody really good is on right now. Well, King Smurf, it mostly bogs down to beat-em-ups are really hard to make. And they get people that, they're passionate about it, yes, but they don't know what they're doing. And I don't mean to be blunt about it, but I don't mean to be blunt about it, but that's the reality. They're very hard games to make. And people oversimplify making a good beat-em-up. A lot of the new ones are actually pretty bad. Streets 4 moved things forward, I would say. It's got its fair share of flaws as well, but they fixed a lot of stuff that's really been holding beat-em-ups back, like the attack button being the pickup button. That's one of the worst things about beat-em-ups. The fact that you can OTG the enemies, so when you knock them down, you can actually still interact with them. You're not just waiting for them to get back up. The combo system as well really helps too. Just like first-person shooters. Souls-likes is another one. The Souls-likes. The thing about Souls-likes is that a lot of those games actually are better than... They're better than the FromSoft ones, but they all have the same problem, is they're way shorter. And people really like digging into those games and playing them for like dozens of hours. And pretty much all the like Souls clones have like
let's go.
Work as a team.
Really short playtime.
Watch it carefully.
Yeah, I like Sifu.
Now's your chance. That looks troublesome.
Already selling Cobra Kai 2 for like 60% off. Game Mill sucks. They're bringing back the shitty licensed games we played when we were kids. They're keeping that meme alive. These games that are like obvious trash, but
More lambs to the slaughter.
you would get suckered into buying them because you're a kid. Hey, cool, there's a Batman game. Too bad it's, balls.
This will
Not a good
severely
game.
limit our options.
Poor Spider-Man. Spider-Man's headed the worst.
Leon, focus. The horrible affliction. Leon, hold on.
Spider-Man went like decades without a good game. No, I never played any of the Lego games. I try to recommend the good ones, yes, because there's lots of bad ones. I think people just think that they're so easy to make. It's like, no. Simplest genres are like some of the hardest games to make, really. There's a lot of really bad shmups. There's lots of terrible first-person shooters. I think with first-person shooters, it's mostly things that can ruin those kinds of games is maze-like design and having a lot of hit-scan enemies. Yeah, I don't feel like playing this right now. Let's play something else. Well, those things can ruin it. It's like, I had a friend who would try to get all the achievements on Call of Duty. And, like, I think Call of Duty 2 when it came out. And the AI can, like, just teleport Goku instant transmission, like, grenades right next to you. like you're completely, like, covered in a trench, and then like 5 grenades just materialize next to you. Like that kind of stuff is just stupid. Or they have like reverse stormtrooper accuracy, where they can hit you with like a handgun from like 10 miles away. They have like pinpoint accuracy. I remember him raging about that. I never really have played a Call of Duty, but I could see how stupid it was. Like, dude, are they like fucking predators or something? Do they have like, can they like sense your heat signature or something? Like they can sense your heat level and they can just materialize the grenade near you. I remember watching him try to get through one of those levels on the hardest difficulty. The guys just put the grenades like right next to you all the time. I don't know if they even still do that anymore. Do they still do that in Call of Duty? Just like complete unfair, not fun, hard difficulties where they just decide to cheat. Probably don't even really put that much effort into the campaigns anymore, as people just play it once. They play it once and then they go and online. In a beat 'em up. It's gonna be hard to hear me. This game is like really loud. I gotta turn it down first. Just give me a sec. Nerf the sound a little bit. what impresses me in a beat 'em up? The depth of the combat, the controls, if they have defensive options. If it feels like the fundamentals actually work, which is a problem with a lot of the beat 'em ups that come out now, is that the fundamentals don't work. That's kind of the problem with Turtles games. Before the patch, the game's a lot better now, after the patch. But the throws weren't invincible, which is like fucking pants on head, clown shoes design. Like, I remember I went in their Discord, and I'm like, everybody was like, "Why are the throws not invincible?" And the devs had this stupid reasoning behind it. Like, well, it's been like that for 30 years, so why are you changing it? It doesn't make sense to throw an enemy and then lose half your health during the animation. You have no control of the character. And they kept like trying to shift focus. It's like, well, you know, some Japanese dude who was like 18 when they made Final Fight, probably he figured that shit out like ages ago. Like, just copy their homework. It's so stupid how you could throw something in that game. You could die from throwing something. You only had hyper armor when you got thrown. When you threw something in that game.
Let's do this again.
Like, have you guys played a beat 'em up before? I mean, you don't have to be an expert to realize something's wrong there.
We will rock. Are you ready? We will rock. Are you ready?
Detecting the presence of multiple
We will assault Renus Retem's stronghold. Are you prepared? We will assault Renus Retem's stronghold.
Trial start. Success.
Power Flood. Wanna know why? PC benchmark. PC benchmark. The only reason I reinstalled. I'm getting like 50 more FPS than I did in my last build. I think the main reason is this game is pretty heavy for like no reason. It's running at like 130 to 140 FPS right now. So it's like, yeah, I'll reinstall it. Bad games make good benchmarks sometimes. If you have a game that like runs like shit, upgrade your computer, you get your money's worth. It's like you can run that game, then you can pretty much run anything.
Success.
My computer could barely run this before for some reason. Now it's working completely fine. I probably won't stick with it, but I was just curious. I have fast internet. 100 gig install only takes like, I don't know, 2-3 hours. No time at all. And I just queue it up while I'm asleep or at my other job, my neighbor. I was like, yeah, I'll try it. Can't hurt. Though if I did play this, I probably would have to transfer servers. So I'm on ship 3. It's probably a ghost town by now. Yeah, I pretty much just wanted to test my computer. Plus, I heard they're adding instances in this game soon. Is that true? There's like supposed to be instances in this game.
Trial start.
Nah, I get you. I get you. Like I said, PC benchmark. I think I had a really bad bottleneck in this computer before, because there's a couple other games that run like extremely better. I didn't change the graphics card, mostly just the RAM and the processor is the main thing that changed. It's worth playing this trash heap for a little bit. Yeah, I get depressed playing this game too. It's nowhere near as good as the original. It's
Success.
how's the game looking on the stream? I didn't even have to make a separate source for it, it just kind of worked. Must have fixed something, can't all be my computer. I used to have to window capture this game. Because the anti-cheat fucks with the recording software. That's good to know. This game served its purpose then.
Trial start. Trial start.
Well, they don't care to fix the problems. They don't fix the combat. And also, there's a lot of people coming into this game that
Trial start.
they don't get that PSO2 has always had drip feed content. They've always drip fed content. It's nothing new. It's just the foundation of this game is way worse. It stings more. It's just now people are huffing copium. They think Loot Protocol is going to be better than this. Like, no. Even this game is better than Loot Protocol. Okay, what's with this boss? Why does it not take any damage? What am I supposed to do? I kind of wanted to, like, get out of here and stop playing. Thing can't even barely see what it's doing. I wish they had just kept updating PSO2. Why did they have to make this? It's worse. Why can't you just copy the combat? Why did they have to dumb it down? And make less responses? They already solved the problem. Why do you start from scratch? I want them to just shut this game down and just make 3. Go back to 2. Just make it like Ragnarok Online 2, because that game sucked as well. I just went back to the first one. Just do that again. No one will miss this game. It's worse than the original. Like, almost
We
different.
can't let this battle drag on.
There are some things about this game that are
Won't last long. It anticipates our
none of them are the gameplay.
We gotta do something about that shield! You're being generated by the tank. You focus on that part. Good shot!
How do you think I feel, Powerfoot? I played this game for a decade. I played this game for a full decade. Some of my best gaming memories, at least online game memories, were on this. They just ruined it. They dumb it down for people that don't play anymore. Probably played it for like a day. Probably not getting that coming back. Dumb the game down for them. Tired of games being dumbed down for people that don't even stick around. I hate this boss. I can't see what it's doing. Sucks. Is he going to die? I'm about to just uninstall this game right now. I get depressed playing it. Ruin my favorite game. Come on, die! Boss is no fun to fight. Die! Die so I can uninstall. If I do play this again, I'll do shit boss fight again. Fucking die! Can't see what it's doing, it's too big. Just kill this game and bring back the old game. Just pretend this didn't happen. Bring back the old game. Better combat. It's too hard for them to do. All the good people that made the combat system gone. All they care about is just making more scratch tickets. The actual gameplay is gone. I hope this game just dies, then just move to 3. This game just makes me depressed. I don't want to play it anymore. Hate when they dumb down shit that I enjoy. Try to get weebs to stick around. Even as many bikinis and thongs as they make, they can't get people to play it anyway. And you fucked up the combat. The only, good thing about the game is ruined. So I'm just gonna uninstall. Thanks for the benchmark. Fuck you. Goodbye. Game is a piece of shit. It's taking a long time to uninstall. Get the fuck off my computer. What the fuck happened to that game, man? The combat is just so bad. You can't, like, cancel out of anything in that game. You get stuck in animations constantly. It feels so much worse. What the fuck were they smoking to ruin the game like that? They already have a good combo system. Why don't you just copy the old one? And just add more onto it instead of starting from scratch and just making it worse in every way. And then putting it in a big dead open world, which just makes it even worse. God, man, that game just angers me. I'm actually, like, feeling stress pains playing it, because I have such fond memories of the original, and they ruined it. I wish they would just shut it down. Just give up. Don't know how to make a good game anymore. Stop trying. I'm really passionate about that game. Doesn't help that that game and fucking Tales of Arise came out in the same year. Both, like, franchises I'm really passionate about, and they ruined them both. To dumb it down and get the reviewers to jack off over the graphics and all the, you can see their boobs and stuff. I don't fucking care about that. Just go watch some hentai or something. I want the actual gameplay to be good again. They have morons making that game. They don't fix the problem. They refuse to make the game more responsive. Like, why did you go back from the way it was? You could cancel out of anything in the original. They just take that away from you. Yeah, that game was good times. But it's gone now. Best thing that could happen would be like a private server for base PSO2, where they just like add new stuff onto it. I would play that to death. The new Genesis is just a steaming pile of manure. I can't bring myself to play it. I keep trying to give it a chance, but it just sucks. The entirety of Global PSO2 is a piece of shit. They even ruined the base game by speedrunning through all the contents. They fucked that up too. I'm glad I saw the writing on the wall and I didn't put much time into the global one. I saw how quickly they were going through content. I'm like, I'm not grinding through all that again. That gear is supposed to last like at least a year, and it's lasting like 2 months. Like, you wonder why people stop playing. It's because he didn't bring over the game as intended. He tried to burn through the whole game's lifespan in 10 months, which makes that game's power creep look way worse than it actually was. Generally, the things that you would do the grinding for would last for like an entire episode. That was the whole point. You had like gear that was good for that episode, and you would keep pushing for it, and then you could have like a pretty easy time in the next one for a while. But when it takes 2 months to get to the next episode, that kind of goes out the window, doesn't it? You're grinding for nothing. They managed to add gacha game power creep into a non-gacha service game. I don't know what they were doing. They should have just brought over New Genesis by itself. I don't get what was the point of doing the speed run through all the contents. It pushed people away. It pushed me away just because I saw what they were doing. I mean, they went from like episode 3 to 4 in like 2 months. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing ultimate quests for those shit Ares weapons. I'm not doing that again for it to last 2 months. It was bad when it was on base PSO2 on the Japanese server. The Ultimate Quest really pushed a lot of people away because the difficulty was like sky high and the drop rates were like non-existent. At the time, it was really hard to get 13 stars. Like that whole part of the end game pushed people away on the original version. I can't imagine how much it pissed people off grinding for stuff and then it gets power crept so fast. I don't know why they didn't just bring over... They should have just started clean. Just do New Genesis and then just have the base game still playable so that you could play the story and stuff. They should have just done that. I think the way that they brought over that game just made things worse. Because people already hate power creep in gacha games. It's already... There's a lot of games where, you know, you quit for a year and you can get like one character and they can clear like all the content. The power creep is like that bad. People already hate that kind of stuff as it is, but to bring over a game where the game was already done, like there were no more updates to it, it's already in maintenance mode when they brought it over. At least, like, I don't know, either start with everything or maybe make it take longer. But they were really pushing to have the game simultaneous launch, which is a good idea on paper, but people were spending real money to grind their weapons and stuff, and the shit would be power crept in a month. It's like, come on. You guys have been running this game for 10 years. Like, how do you screw that up? You don't want people to feel like their work is useless. Like, there has to be some kind of power creep, of course. Otherwise, it's not a service game. It might as well just be like a single-player RPG like the old PSO games. But you can't do it in 2 months. The game was not designed. The game was not designed for that kind of intense power creep. It was designed for power creep, like, you know, they would do like mid-episode power creep sometimes, but like not to an extreme case. Alright, well, I'm gonna hop off. Thanks for watching my benchmark stream. Thanks for watching my benchmark stream. If Pinnacle of Combat comes out later today, I'll see you guys then. But yeah, I keep trying to give that game a chance, and I just get really fucking pissed off. I get depressed because I love that game to death, and they've just ruined it. Oh man, Gross here. Alright, I'll go a little bit longer. Hold on. I know you had a shit day, Grow. I saw you talking about it in your Discord. So for you, I will go on a little bit. I'll go on a little bit longer. Just give me a sec. I was about to shut down. All right, let's get a game up here. I need to play something not shitty to wipe out the stench of playing PSO2 New Genesis anyway. The game is Hot Dog Water. Alright, we'll play some of this for a little bit. How about that?
Hey there. Need something? See you around.
Happy New
Which
Year.
battle do you wish to reflect on?
The fight starts now. Prepare to crash against the shield of Fargus. You got my
Do you want
back?
me to lay an ambush?
Leave it to me. I owe you one. Do it. None shall surpass me. Let us stand together.
I will guard your back.
Witness demands I shall aid you. Take a breather.
Use this stronghold well.
Stand down.
Hey, bro, what's the consensus on the DNF dual patch? Is it good?
I don't know how long I can hold up. Help me, please.
It's like not really doing that well on PC still, so I don't know if I care to really start playing it again. Looks good on paper. I haven't really watched any matches though. Gotta check out your channel.
Take a breather.
So this is defeat. I'm sorry.
We have done it. Take a breather. What, is that it? Nice one. My turn. Stand down.
I'm swapping
Too
it.
easy. My turn at last. Let's enjoy this. Go. Hi. Let's earn our keep.
Striking swiftly is our best chance.
You can rely on me. You got my back? Let us stand together.
I will guard your back.
Swapping in.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like the update or putting it half off really helped to bring the player base back, so I don't know if I really want to try to get into it again. I kind of would like to play a competitive game again, but the stuff I like to play is dead or on its deathbed. That's why I've also been playing single-player stuff lately. I didn't even really mind the way Duel was before the patch. It's just that everybody stopped playing it, so...
I shall aid you.
Position secure.
Please find it in your heart to help me.
I'll lift you up. Take a breather. Stand down. My turn. I'm all right. This place won't be a problem anymore.
Well, if they want people to buy the game, maybe they should have the same fucking name as the game it's based on. Why is it called DNF Duel here?
Take a breather.
I don't know if you guys are aware. The game is called Dungeon Fighter Online here. They haven't named something else. It's only called DNF in Korea and China. That's it. The other versions of the game have completely different names. You could have at least had the intelligence to do that. Call it Dungeon Fighter Online Duel. A lot of people aren't making the connection. The game already has a very niche following outside of Asia anyway, but you're not even calling it the same damn thing. Like, come on. You don't need to be a business major to realize something's wrong there.
We won't lose, no matter
It'd be
what.
like if they put out a Pokemon game called Pocket Monsters, and then they didn't have like an actual Pokemon on there. It's only called Pocket Monsters in Japan. You rename like every single Pokemon game they put out. They call it Pokemon over here.
The stronghold is in danger.
It's not like it would have made like this huge difference, but it bothers me. It's not even the same. It's not even the same name. Like.
Everyone's spirits. Except go! Now! We'll do it together! I've got you now! You called? Take a breather. We managed to pull through.
The new Dynasty Warriors China warlords. Yeah, pretty much. Like, do they not understand what branding is? Yeah, I don't know if people know that. It's not called... It's only called DNF on the Korean and the Chinese servers. The Japanese one is called Arad Senki, and ours is called Dungeon Fighter Online. So, the fact that they called it DNF Duel everywhere is stupid. They already don't really have the benefit of being a really popular franchise outside of Asia. At least call it the same damn thing, like... DFO used to be, like, way more popular back in the Nexon days. Just because there weren't that many games like that to play at the time. I'm sure they could have gotten at least some of those people to buy the game if it even had the same name. It's like if they brought out the new Scarlet and Violet for Pokemon and they just called it, like, Pocket Monsters. And they just had, like, some person on the box that has, like, no reference to the Pokemon franchise. Obviously, I'm sure people would play the game and find out, but... It's, like, just basic business. You know why I don't change my name on here? I've had this username since I was, like, 15. I've had it for, like, 20 years, but... If I change it on here... people are going to see videos from some other name and they won't know that it's me. Like, I want to change it, I probably would just change it to something else, but it's stupid to do that. When you have a known name, you don't change it. Unless there's, like, some really good reason for it. But yeah, the single player in the game is... single player content is weak as well. Oh.
The fight starts now. I'll do what I've got to do. That's it. You can rely on me. You got my back? I'll do it. Take a breather.
Do you have the game already? You need a patch. You need the mod for it. You need the mod for it, and then on the emulator you have to push Control and U at the same time. And that will unlock the frame rate, but you need both of those things. It also needs to be on the latest version too, so... I don't know if you dumped your own copy or what, but you gotta dump the update, install it. Install the update, then you install the mod, and then when you go in the game, you push Control U.
Oh, too easy.
Do you need the mod? I can give it to you. I can give it to you, like, right now.
We need to hold the line.
Do you need the mod? me finish this level. I'll give it to you.
Take a breather. This place won't be a problem anymore.
Let us begin.
Turn. Is that it?
Need of much impressiveness.
Time to make a name for ourselves. Now! Out of the way! You called?
This is all my time.
I'm unstoppable. Your efforts lift everyone's spirits. No exception, of course.
Well, this game runs at an uncapped frame rate. That's why it just kind of works.
We cannot allow the battle to continue trending this way.
Render your assistance at once!
Anything that runs at an uncapped frame rate will just run better when you
Thank you
throw
for
a
your protection,
better hardware
Flame
at it.
Spirit.
But stuff that's locked at 30 FPS on Switch needs a mod to be made. Alright, how do you want me to do this? I can put it on my Google Drive, or I can
War
just put
feeds
it in
my
my
body
Discord right
and
now.
mind.
You want to just go into my Discord and I can just put it in there right now? It's easier for me. I think I still have the file. Let me see if I still got it. Alright, hold on. I gotta back out of the game.
I won't
I can do that. Alright, yeah. Close this really quick. Let's see. I'm trying to find it on my computer. Hold on. Alright, I got it. Just give me a sec. Oh, actually, it's already in my Discord. It's already right here. Alright. So, let me put this in my Discord and you can just join. Alright, here's the invite link. Well, Grow, that's third party, dude. That's a third party game. Of course they're going to put it on PC. The only advantage Nintendo has is that they actually have good games. They have good exclusives. Sony and Microsoft have jack shit for exclusives. They pretty much just coast by on having good hardware. Nintendo hardware is shit, but they have like more good exclusives than the other two consoles combined. That's why they're so anal about bringing stuff over to PC. It's pretty much just the third-party stuff. Like Monster Hunter was like a year exclusivity, what I remember. But anything with their IPs is never going to be on PC unless you do what I just did and just fucking buy the game and dump it and play it on emulator. That's the only way it's going to happen. I wish that was not the case, but all right, I'll do a little bit of Age of Calamity and then I'm going to go to bed. Since you guys want to see some Age of Calamity, I'll go ahead and boot that up and then I'm going to go to bed. It's like 2:30 in the morning. I gotta be up and presentable a little bit earlier than usual because I'm taking my buddy out to eat. He's been having a rough time. I wanna buy him something to eat, and then maybe I'll try to get a new adapter too for the phone for Pinnacle of Combat. And then I also gotta work with the kiddies too, so I don't know how much time I'll have to do all three of those things at once. A little overkill. No.
Be still.
Not yet.
Mine. Infernal. Be still. still. This is be still. This is easy. Be still. Inferno. Be prepared. If I must. Be still. Freeze. Be still. Lightning. Be still. Lightning.
Yes, this guy, samurai ninja guy, is like the coolest character. Because the parry cancels like anywhere, and it puts anybody in hit stun. And if you do 3 parries without getting hit, it does like way more damage. It's a lot harder to do that when the game is running at like 15 FPS though. I mean, that kind of goes without saying, but the frame rate's not poop anymore, so... We'll do one more, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go night-night. Let's see, what do we got here? There's probably going to be a Switch 2 announcement this year. There has to be. Developers are getting really tired of developing for this platform. They're getting really sick of it. For good reason. This thing barely works. They have to do something soon. They can't go much farther. The way it's working right now. That's the thing, they don't have to. Because they actually have good IPs. That's the thing. As long as they have Pokemon and Mario, like, they don't need, at least in their mind, they don't need
This
good
smells
hardware.
quite promising. Exquisite.
I mean, this game came out like a year and a half ago, and I'm not even playing on real hardware. I dumped my game legally, and I dumped my save, and I'm playing it on computer at double the frame rate with access to mods. That should tell you how shitty their hardware is. This is pretty much the first time in gaming history where the emulator is better than the hardware, while the hardware is still active. I'd say pretty much this and Game Boy Advance are like the only two times that's happened in gaming history. It's always long after the console is dead. Oh, the game crashed. Ah. Oh, sorry about that. I don't know why it's crashing. Alright, well, I'm not gonna be playing anymore tonight. You want to see what I got on here? Hold on. This is just what I have dumped now. I gotta dump some other games. Main enhanced stuff that I'll be playing is Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, Kamen Rider Memory of Heroes. Runs at 60 FPS with the mod, and I really like that game, but the PS4 version is stuck at 30 FPS, so I'll be playing through that. Age of Calamity, I've already kind of like done everything in this game, but I'll probably dig around with some of the other characters. Three Hopes, those are like the main ones. Some other games too, like Ninja Warriors, once again does not have a PC port, so I just dumped that. So I had I have like a preserved copy of it. The rest of the stuff I dumped from my phone, but I have a lot more games than this. This is just what I have dumped right now. Actually, let me see how Kamen Rider is running. Give me a second. We'll extend the stream one more time. This is the last extension, though. What do you mean you can't find my keys? What the hell? Let's see here. Let me try restarting it. Yeah, hopefully I can fix what's wrong with my my mobile setup, because the new Pinnacle of Combat is coming out today, I think. It's either today or tomorrow. But I have to go like all the way to Best Buy to do that, so I don't know if I'll have time to do everything. Might be a little hard. We'll see. Alright. I'm gonna try this one thing and then I'll be hopping off for good tonight. Just gotta point it to the games. Alright, one moment. Almost done here. Where's Kamen Rider? Oh, I don't have the mod installed. Ah, shit. You're getting your extension of the stream by me doing this. I gotta make the mod file. One moment. Actually, I might have it on here somewhere. Let me see. Shit, I forgot what the build ID. I forgot what the build ID is called. I wonder if I can check that from here. Can you check that from in the emulator? Would be nice if you could. Otherwise, I'm definitely done for tonight because I'd had to put my Switch in. To put my Switch in. What's it called? Custom firmware mode. Oh, it's right there. Okay. Alright, let me see if I got it working.
無事に治ってくれたか。助かるぜ。
Nope. The code is not working. That game is weird. I guess because it's made in Unity. If you try to unlock the frame rate, it does unlock. The problem is that that game's coding is like, the emulator doesn't like it, so it stutters a ton. I had it fixed before, but I don't know what the hell I did. I might have to make the cheat file again, but yeah, if you also, some things stop working properly. Your jump doesn't go as high when the frame rate is raised, because I guess the game logic is like partially tied to it. I got like halfway through that game on emulator a couple months ago, and I had to keep changing the frame rate because the game logic was, it's like partially tied to it, so like certain things don't work properly. You know, it might be because I don't have the update installed. Hold on, we'll try one more time. I have the update on here, I think. If not, I'll have to get it from the Switch. Let me see here. Yeah, the code is for the update, so that might actually fix it. It's an easy thing to resolve. Yeah, it's installed, but I don't think I was on the right update. So let me check that really quick. I'm technically on a new computer, so that's part of it. Yeah, I got it all set up in there already. Let's try that again. No, switch codes are made for specific updates. So even if you have an update before that, it won't work. Because the values change every time the games get updated. So even if you have an earlier version, that code won't work. You need the code for the latest one. Yeah. Yeah, it's working now. That's why some games are a real pain to do this with, because they update a lot. But yeah, the code will only work for that specific update, so if you're playing on real hardware and the game updates, then you have to find the code again. Otherwise, it won't work anymore. So yeah, I fixed it on my end. Let's see how it gets when I'm in battle. So it's still going to be all Jank City. Oh no, it's fine now. Obviously this is like a super niche weeb game, right? It's not really tested. It's not really tested in the emulators. It works. But the weird thing about this game is if you turn off the VSync to unlock the frame rate, the game will go up to like 100 FPS. But when you do that, there's a number of problems. The game will stutter constantly in battle, that's like the only thing you do in this game, so you don't want that. And then also certain things in the game don't work properly anymore. Like the high jump when you get Gata Kiriba on O's. Like I couldn't finish a puzzle because he wouldn't jump that far. I had to turn it back down to 30 FPS to do that. This game is really weird. It's interesting because it's just a Unity game. There's nothing like really special about it, but it's obviously like a super niche weeb game, so it's not like a top priority. But yeah, I'm glad I fixed that tonight. That's like the last thing I really wanted to do. Yeah, it does that in Yuzu and Ryujinx. But Ryujinx in general is better for 60 FPS mods. Yuzu can't handle a lot of the cheats, actually. It won't work. River City Girls 2 is a good example. That game works fine in Ryujinx with the code. If you try to put the code in Yuzu, it won't work at all. It doesn't even detect that it's there. Ryujinx is a lot harder to run, but for 60 FPS patches, Ryujinx is way better than Yuzu. Like, no contest. Alright, we'll try, like, this is the last thing I'm going to be doing. Where is it? Where's my dump of Bayonetta? Try that really quick. No, I think the emulator just doesn't like it. It's a Unity game, so it shouldn't freak out too much when you do that. But yeah, with that mod, that's actually the Switch version is the best version. Because even the PS4 one runs at 60, runs at 30. Is this not going to work? emulator froze up. Alright. Bayonetta 3 is so disappointing it doesn't even want to load it anymore. One more time. Hold on. every time I try to load it, it just gives up. It just rage quits. Like, I know the game is disappointing, but I didn't know it was just gonna, like, make the emulator poop out. Yeah, if you install the mod, Jack, you have to update Age of Calamity first, otherwise it won't work. The mod is pointing to the values that they made the mod with that patch. If you try to do it with a version before or after, it won't work. Luckily, Age of Calamity is not updated anymore, so just grab the latest one. Make sure that you install that first, and the mod will work. I don't know why this is not working anymore. It's my own damn dump of the game. Maybe I have to dump it again or something. Grow Samurai Warriors 5 is a train wreck, but I don't have to do fucking stupid mini games every 5 minutes in that game, right? It's still a Muso game. That's my take. I didn't have to, like, wash horses and, you know, like, pick grains in that game or anything. Samurai Warriors 5 is less disappointing. Speaking of which, let me see how that runs really quick. And then I really am gonna stop the stream. You guys are milking me for content. I'm giving you all I've got. We'll have to try to fix Bayonetta later. I don't know what's wrong with it. I'll try dumping the game again. I don't have time for that right now. I'll have to probably do it in the morning. See if this runs well on the computer.
たわ。もうよかろう。急ぎ物資を運ぶぞ。
Alright, that's all the Samurai Warriors 5 gameplay. It's possible. Yeah, the game was like looking really choppy on my monitor for some reason. I don't know why. I don't really care, obviously. I did kind of want to finish that game at some point. It's actually pretty fun on easy mode only. That's like the only thing that makes that game playable is easy mode. Because on easy mode, they actually let you do the combos and stuff. When you play the game on normal and above, they tech out of combos like every 2 hits. They're in armor like all the fucking time. It's awful. But I played through a decent chunk of the game on easy the beginning of last year, and it was surprisingly fun. They thought that letting you do combos only on easy mode was incredible game design. And then if you play it on normal or harder, they just walk out of everything, which is like the big thing that makes a lot of the movesets not work. It's not actually the movesets that are the problem most of the time. It's the way that the officers interact with your hitboxes, the attacks that you do. They just walk out of it all the time, and you have like a weapon designed for air combos, and it only works on easy mode. What the fuck? Did they get like their pet hamsters to design the game or something? You play the game on easy, and all those problems are gone. And you can just like put like less damage on your weapon, and the game suddenly becomes, it's actually quite fun. I will admit it's actually quite fun on easy. But as soon as you go above easy, the game is just barely functions. There's no strategy to anything, and a lot of the movesets don't work because of how often they tech out of combos. So it just becomes just stacking damage and just spamming R1s because the game doesn't let you do anything else. But yeah, we'll probably finish that game on easy mode after I clean my backlog a little bit. That's the plan. But yeah, I'd say Bayo 3 is way more disappointing because it has all stupid-ass mini-games and stuff. Samurai Warriors 5 just has shitty design and too many clones, and the DLC didn't solve any of those problems at all. It's all just useless stuff, and it's way too overpriced. If they fix it so that you can actually combo things above easy difficulty, they make the movesets actually function, then I think the game could actually have some potential. But yeah, if you ever play that game again, just play it on easy mode. Just make a different weapon and put like maybe a little bit of damage on it, but not too much. The game actually becomes fun then. I was actually surprised how that one thing like fixed it. No mods or anything, just put the game on easy. It's just that's obviously fucking idiotic design to do that. I don't even think you get better drops on the harder difficulties anyway, so a harder difficulty is just if you want to torture yourself. You want to not have fun, you can play on the harder difficulties, but I don't think the drop tables even change. I don't think the drop tables even change on the higher difficulties, so that game is easy mode only pretty much, if you want to have fun. Maybe I'll make that a video for tomorrow. I got a couple videos I gotta put up after I put up my backlog. We might actually play through the rest of that game on easy. That was actually having quite a fun time with it. It's just this idiotic design. It played like indie games better design than that. Like, you guys have been making these games for 20 years. Like, how the fuck do you design it like that? Come on. Who knows, man. I just don't put my pigs in one basket anymore. I play other stuff. I'll play anything with good melee combat in it. I don't particularly need a Muso game. I have plenty of other stuff to play. If they fuck up again, it's not like it's gonna ruin me or anything. I've had success playing non-Muso stuff. I branched out enough early on that I don't get hurt too much. I definitely feel bad for the other Muso YouTubers, though, because there's just, like, not much going on right now. Last three Muso games pretty much all have the same problem. They have, like, good gameplay, but they either run like garbage or they have no content, or both. 9 Empires ran fine, but it just kind of loses its luster really fast. For an Empires game, that game gets old, like, really quickly. And then Age of Calamity and Three Hopes. Both of them run like shit, but both of them also, like, really light in content, so you can play like 50, 60 hours and see everything, and there's like not much reason to keep playing. Age of Calamity in particular has a really stupid progression system. It's like gacha tier grinding, like Korean MMO tier grinding in a single player game. It's just dumb. But I did enjoy those two games, and now that I have them on emulator, it's even better. But yeah, that's all you get from me tonight. I'll probably touch base with you guys. Let's see. If Pinnacle of Combat comes out and I am able to get to the store to get an adapter and that fixes my problem of the with the frame rate tanking when I hook up the phone to the computer, then we'll check that out later today. Otherwise, there'll probably be a kitty sitting stream for sure. There will be one of those. So I gotta work over there tonight. Other than that, it depends on a couple of factors. Whether Pinnacle of Combat comes out. I might just play it on emulator, actually, if I have to. But I would prefer to play on the phone if I can. But supposedly that's supposed to be happening today. If not, it'll just be a regular, just random game stream. I'll probably pick a game out of the backlog and work on it. But yeah, I probably won't see you guys until tonight, actually. Unless circumstances change. He might be willing to take me to Best Buy. He might be willing to do that. If he is, then yeah, we'll have that set up. We'll do some mobile stuff.